So I was thinking on it, and I was thinking about the Jada Pinkett Smith interview and some other information that I had been researching, studying, and taking in. And it was like, I spent time during my social media days, which is still going.
Hello, yes, this is your girl, Queen of Commentary, and we are back with another video. As you can see, we have another installment of the SoSo Chanel Chronicles. Yes, but before we get into it, you know what to do. Thumbs up this video, subscribe if you have not already, cut your notifications on, and leave us a comment. So yeah, this video is pretty fresh. It's about maybe 2 months ago, and she is talking about how she fibbed a little bit or exaggerated about her marriage. So you need to listen closely, all right? Make sure you peel your ears and let's get into it.
My social media explosion, you know, people made my relationship couple goals and called it black love and black excellence and things.
Well, let's just keep it real. She and Teef are not couple goals, never have been, and never will be. Okay? And the people who actually are typing that under her videos, they are just as blind as she is, or they're trying to basically push her further on the road of destruction that she's already on. Okay? And it's all in her head, because she really wants to be looked at as couple goals. Okay? How can a relationship or a marriage even be anything looked up to that it was started on lies, deceit, adultery, fornication, lust? Come on now. Let's keep it real.
When in reality, it's a lot of things that I said that I won't say they were lies, but they were almost not lies to people, kind of almost lies to myself. Like sometimes I was describing the marriage that I was close to having. Like sometimes I was close to having the marriage I was describing, but the marriage I was describing was more what I wished it would be. Like it's close to it, so it's close enough that I can say it's amazing. It's close enough that I can say it's healing. It's close enough that I can say we're in a better place.
Well, I hate to bust her bubble, but we all knew that she wasn't telling the truth. I mean, there was some sprinkle of truth, but most of that was all fabricated and fantasy, because her whole marriage is, at this point in her life, is just basically based on social media. I mean, I kind of put that together on her pictures. You know, when she and Teef are together, you know, the pictures grow and they're, you know, at thousands of likes. When they're not, you know, they may not be as big, you know. So she has made her whole marriage literally based on social media at this point. And so when the cameras go off, they don't know what to do, because they've been faking for however long she was on live. He has to, you know, you could just look at him in the background when he's in the videos. He looks miserable. I mean, how can you be happy in a marriage that's full of demonic forces and trauma and all of that? That's just not cute, and that marriage is going to fall. Okay? So, yeah, we knew that it wasn't the truth. We definitely.
But a lot of times, in my spirit, I knew we're really not. It's a lot of work that needs to be done here. We just want to be together. We just want to be together. We just care about being together.
Now she's fibbing again. You get what I'm saying? This great value Jada that you're looking at right now is going right back to what she claimed that she was doing, which was fibbing, and now she's going right back into that situation and fibbing again, talking about they really want to be together. No, they do not. It is obvious. The Bible tells us to judge a man by his fruits. The fruits of this relationship, we can see that obviously they do not want to be together. Even toxic people don't want to be with another toxic person, and they have both become that way, you know. And Teef at this moment, even now, you know, they are a little shaky and they're having problems. They always up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. Well, how is that even healthy? Why would you want to be in that? You know, that's going to make you both not able to be in a relationship together. So, yeah, she needs to just stop faking.
We definitely don't want to be apart. So, it's a different thing from something being close to the truth and just a thing you telling yourself to get through it, to get by it. And maybe the other person, if people really knew how you felt, or people really knew the way they were being, that person would be able to bear the consequences of that. And that person may not want to face that part of themselves right now. So when I was watching her interview with Jay Shetty, and she said when I came out on the Red Table Talk for that interview, the entanglement interview, I was ready to be honest. I was ready. He wasn't. I was like,
I mean, she is always looking up to these celebrities when these celebrities are paid to place a persona to us. You know what I mean? Like, it's a shame that she's looking up to Jada Pinkett because she said she wanted to be honest. Jada Pinkett is known not to necessarily be honest. They're actors. Okay? And so even when she claimed to tell the truth, it still was not the full truth. And so she's looking up to that and saying, oh, I too would like to tell the truth. Are you alluding to say that you guys are not together? Or, you know, because I get that feeling that, yeah, they're really not together. And I'm talking about, you know, Chanel and T. They're really not together. They're just together for social media. When she goes these long periods of time and not go live, I think he's living his life. She's living hers. You know, she's living her truth. Hint, hint, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Mm-hmm.
When your boyfriend is cheating on you and doesn't want you to tell anybody, so that behavior they don't have to outwardly feel the shame, but they still inwardly feel it because they don't want you to say anything.
And by boyfriend, she means her husband. Yes, so their relationship started where they were open relationships because, you know, they probably was both scared because they're like, hey, I don't want you to cheat on me. How about we just go ahead and, you know, do this together? And then, of course, that was a mess. How could it not be? Because a marriage is 2 people, not 12. Okay, so now maybe her husband now is stepping outside and doing his own thing and she can't handle it. Honey, it's not cheating. Once you have an open marriage, it's open. I don't give a darn what they say. You know, once y'all have eaten of that forbidden fruit, you can't uneat that forbidden fruit. Once your eyes have been open to a life of greed like that, you can't close your spiritual eye to that, you know. So yeah, you're just reaping the rewards of what you did to your past, you know, spouses. Repent.
That thing where your best friend or if somebody's doing something they wronged you and they give you false apologies because they don't want you to talk about it and they don't want you to remind them and they don't want you to make them face how they really feel about themselves.
Okay, so from what I understand, she has 2 friends. One was Marilyn, one is Japonicus. Okay, so we don't know which friend she's talking about. I'm gonna assume maybe it was the Marilyn thing because, you know, things got a little different. I heard some things about them too. Not gonna put it out there, but believe me, it was a little you know what I mean. But yeah, she doesn't have a lot of friends because she's not friendly. She has a lot of problems. She takes things too far. She has no boundaries, and she just does not want to admit her own wrongdoing. We are all human, but for some reason, she doesn't want to admit the things that she does to people that may cause them to treat her the way they treat her. You know, she has a Jezebel spirit. She has all kinds of demon spirits, pride, all of that. Honey, yeah, she needs to get in a big pool of holy water to get that stuff together. But honey, that holy water will probably boil over.
Saying or being what they were doing, saying or being to you, that thing that you're abusing you, and they don't want you to talk about it because if you talk about it, that means they gotta face it. If they gotta face it, that means they gotta deal with it. They gotta decide to stay that way or change that way. Like those things that you hide, either silently or vocally out loud. Oh yes, they're amazing. They me every day, but they're amazing. Oh yes, that's an amazing wife. She cheat on me all the time, but don't nobody know that, so all you know is they're amazing. Yes, that is an amazing daughter. She does this, and that, but I'm not gonna tell you how she's really not working, flunked out, and got a no problem.
She thinks she's slick. Did y'all catch that? She said, oh, so y'all thinking that she's being facetious or she's just making examples when she was actually throwing shade at her own family and her daughter. Yeah, the daughter that now has gone through a very unfortunate event, guys. Make sure you watch that video. All right. But yeah, she said her daughter flunked out of school, and she did. And then she said had a substance problem. A problem that she gave her daughter. Do y'all remember, these is the people who watched her years ago, that she would sit there and basically give her children things they had no business getting. And all of her children have this problem, by the way. Why? Because she gave it to them. How dare her sit there and blame her daughter for something that she gave to her? This woman's a trip. Yeah, she really is.
It's so many things that people don't lie about, but don't come all the way clean about. And it's not because somebody deserves to know. It don't really have nothing to do with it. And of course, it's perfect to keep your business on social media and monitor what you're saying and not saying.